fun fact about me, I got an F in art in second grade because I told the art teacher art doesn't matter. Funny thing is, I make my money basically. What some people would say is art.
Yeah,
I'm literally
It's a creative.
Creative. Yeah.
Why don't we call him back up and you can apologize?
I wonder if
you fucking asshole.
Welcome back to Indian Tuesdays. That's Ed. I'm Alex because you guys are always like, who's which person? Even though
who's the person there?
Yeah, the guy on the left, he's wrong is usually what people are saying, which it's usually Ed.
Because we're switched this time. I just realized.
Yeah, but it was you set it all up. So yeah, we're in person, by the way. It's not virtual. He's touching me. That was weird. A lot of weird things have happened.
AI is too good now, okay?
AI is too good. Our wives are actually here judging us, watching us. And they're not saying anything. But okay, we have wives. We promise they're real. We promise. We're not here to talk about our wives that are real. We're here to talk about Taare Zameen Par. I'm so sorry. I was so bad.
That pause was amazing.
It just went completely out of my brain.
That pause was everything
But
today.
for real, we're here to talk about Taare Zameen Par. I think that's pretty good, guys. You let me know down in the comments.
You let them know.
But yes, that's the 2007 drama featuring a dyslexic boy. Hold on to your hats, everybody, because Ed and, Ed's got problems with kids with disabilities and adults with disabilities, which is offensive, and you should let him know. But I don't know who plays the boy, but I know that Amir Khan is in the movie, and Amir Khan is the best actor India has ever seen, in our opinion, in the movies we've seen, the 13, 14 movies
I don't know if he's the best, but he's definitely up there. He's top 3 for sure. 100%.
Well, who would you put above Amir Khan?
I love Irfan's amazing, though, man. Like, Irfan's next level for me. Amir's great, though.
I think Amir's better than Irfan.
Wait, that's it could be another day. Could be another day for that.
Another video, another day.
Or later.
We're not talking about that. We're here to talk about Stars on Earth. I believe that's what the English translation is of this movie. Hold on. Yeah, Stars on Earth. I got that. So that's what I'm going to call it the rest of the way. But yes, it follows a young boy as he struggles to learn in school, and he gets sent away to boarding school. And it's not till this art teacher, played by Amir Khan, finally is able to figure out that the young boy, there's nothing wrong with him. He's just dyslexic. He needs a little bit of extra time to get the words right and get everything right. And it turns out he can be an excellent student and can be a fantastic artist. You don't have to be an excellent student. So that's basically the gist of the movie. So we'll start with Ed. What did you think of Taare Zameen Par?
Well, I'd be remiss not to bring up what I'm sort of infamous for on the channel at this point, which is why
the jokes happen.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. My name is Khan Review, which I didn't love
because he hates autistic people.
Because I hate autistic people.
My wife's in the room; she's autistic. So, we have it's been awkward today.
And it's been awful, Liv. It's been awful.
Oh,
wow. His whole existence uncomfortable.
I think I've been very normal.
All a show
today. Yeah.
Okay, because I have to say it because people are people. That's not correct. I didn't like the movie, that's true, but it wasn't because he was
We're
autistic.
talking about My Name is Khan.
My Name is
Khan.
Khan.
We're not talking about Tamir because he's gonna make a spiel about this one and then go to this
Stars on Earth. What is it? Stars on Earth?
Stars on Earth. Say it the right way.
Taare Zameen Par.
That was better than me. Yeah.
I did like this. I ended up loving this movie.
Yeah,
I really
did.
did.
Good movie,
it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Here's what's interesting though. It does share two things similar to My Name is Khan besides the autistic character. It was in its like scripts. So I do think that basically about 45 minutes of this movie in the beginning, it's just not necessary.
Get it out.
It's too much.
Completely agree.
Much
Get
like My Name is Khan, it's like
Yeah.
just scene after scene of just, we get it. Yes. Fuck me. God damn. It's horrible what they're doing to this kid. Just like yelling at him.
Yeah.
And like, I get it now. Like, it's not common that some parents know that their child is autistic right off the bat. So I get that.
He's not autistic. Dyslexic.
He's dyslexic.
Yeah.
But still, like the amount of fucking times there's a scene where someone's just this poor fucking kid just getting yelled at.
Yeah, it was brutal.
God, just three too many scenes. That's
yeah.
basically my only complaint. So that's how it's similar to My Name Is Khan. Where the other way that it's similar, but I think is better than My Name Is Khan, is that it's basically two separate movies in that sense too. From what I'm saying, like the first part is like, oh, setting up this kid. Yeah. And then a whole nother movie arrives on the second half. That's the movie.
Yeah.
Once Amir Khan's in there,
yeah,
it's fantastic. It wastes no time.
Yeah.
You know, it's basically like he comes into his life and he tries to just make this kid better, just feel better about who he is and and empower him to be, you know, something more than just this kid who is like on the verge of becoming depressed and just like going down a really, really bad path.
Road. Yeah.
You know, and that's where the movie finds itself. And one thing I will say is that I thought the movie wasn't very nuanced in its approach, and that was a con originally to me. And what I mean by that is that like every scene is very purposeful of like what it wants to make you feel, and it's almost overbearing. Like you should feel happy right now. Here's a big dance number. You should feel sad. Let's get two people to yell at this kid till he cries. I'm like, okay.
Oh God.
But by the end of that movie, I was like, okay, I actually turned around on the lack of nuance, because I understand, again, the idea is some people don't know they're doing this to their kid.
Right.
And you just kind of have to spell it out.
Right.
You just have to kind of tell, like, look, this is a real thing. And
right.
if at some point in this movie you saw like yourself in there, you should probably rethink, about maybe the way that you're approaching your child if you feel so that they're similar.
Yeah.
So and it had beautiful moments. Obviously, it definitely made me cry. So I did, unlike My Name Is Khan, which I thought was exploitive of autistic people, I thought this movie did it precisely correct.
Yeah, I agree. I think the movie was great. It's a very, very good movie. I do agree that the movie, it seems like from the color correction to the pacing to the editing to the music, everything just takes a massive shift when Amir Khan gets there.
Right.
When he introduces himself to the art class and he has that really, really fun friggin' song that you're just like, oh, that's super catchy. Whatever that song was, I don't remember. But the movie just completely shifts into that. And I do agree. It was about 20, 25 minutes too much of, hey, kid, you're really dumb. You
call him what is it, Duffer?
Duffer. They call him a duffer, which is basically a slang term for being an idiot.
Idiot.
Yeah. I mean, geez, his dad calls him a duffer.
Yeah, his dad, man. Like, Jesus.
Man, it's so rough.
His mom was getting on her nerves.
Yeah, like,
I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, like you could have like cut it off where the kid, decides to skip out of school.
Yes.
He doesn't get the paper
and just go on from there.
Yeah, and then you understand. You understand. The kid's a mess up. He doesn't get it. He's struggling in school.
Yeah.
We get it. I know the commentators are all going to say, "Oh, but in India, we like to, have these movies that are 2 hours and 45 minutes because you want your money's worth." We get it. It was still too much. It was still too much. Like, I felt bad for the kid. I was like,
oh, I felt so bad. I felt like, so freaked. Like, this is
kid,
horrible.
I was like, this. I
don't like.
I was like, are we going to go down a Three Idiots path where this guy's going to jump out of a window or something?
Yeah.
I was worried. I was like, oh my God.
I mean, this is how that could be a story about suicide at this point. I was like, Jesus,
it was so terrible.
Christ, man.
But yeah, no, I really liked this movie, and I like the message, and I agree about your point with nuance.
Yeah.
And I do think that like every parent should see it. And my wife is here, and I remember when my mother-in-law now, I should say. My mother-in-law found out that she was autistic because she got diagnosed late in life. And, she started crying because she figured it out. So, you can't just, force a kid to do stuff. Like, you have to...
Right.
So, every parent, no matter what your nationality is, you should watch a movie like this and understand that, every kid is different. Every kid is unique.
Right.
My sister was dyslexic. My mom's not exactly the most patient person in the world. She had a ton of issues. She would always mix. She always put that if the word ended in an S, she would put it at the front.
Wow, so that's like
it's like a real thing. You literally move it over. So that's I was like, I was able to relate to it because I was able to see my sister struggle, and then my mom figured out how to fix it or help her was just to put books in her hands, just to get her reading more.
Oh, interesting. That makes sense.
That literally helped her through high school, and I mean, she was never an A student. Spoiler alert. I love my sister's great, but yeah, was never an A student. My sister's great, right? No. Okay. Anyway, We have some history. Anyway, so what were some of your favorite moments, if you want to start there?
My favorite moments were definitely, again, towards the the middle part, when Amir basically comes in. There's a lot of incredible scenes near, like, towards that climax of, like, you know, getting to the painting festival thing that they hold at the very end.
The competition.
The competition.
Yeah.
The one that sticks out, though, is when the father comes back to visit the kid, and he says he's going to visit him, but he doesn't. And then he talks to Amir, and Amir has to, like, he said, the dad's like, I read up on dyslexia. I'm the best parent in the fucking world.
Yeah. Just so you know. The dad says,
just so you know, I'm not a terrible fucking parent.
I just want you to know.
Yeah.
I don't go tell my kid that I love him or
Correct.
that I understand him, but I'm just going to tell you, the teacher,
Yeah.
so you don't judge me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That was a good
And Amir
moment.
went, huh,
Yeah.
okay, fuckface.
I mean, basically what he said, yeah.
Really now? So you've solved it all,
Yeah.
and you hug your kid when he needs it, and you provide that shoulder and ear whenever he's down, and he's like, and he comes immediately back down with the tail between his legs, and that's a really, really, I think, powerful moment for any parent.
Yeah.
That's because it comes back to it. Like, right, a lot of parents do that, where they think like, oh, I got this.
Yeah.
I know now what's wrong with my kid, and to be humbled back down like that when they realize, oh, there's more to it than just realizing your own self-actualization of the what's wrong is not your resolution.
Right.
You know, that's not enough.
Yeah.
And yet, and the father goes back down, sees his son, and he still can't get himself to, like, go up to him and, like.
But he sees his son reading.
Correct.
Actually,
yes,
finally.
and it affects him.
Yeah.
But so I thought that whole scene is my favorite scene.
Yeah.
And it really landed on me. How about you?
I mean, similar scene. I kind of just hinted at it. My scene was when the father just broke down in tears when he sees his son's work and realized, what have I done? I've been screaming at this kid and trying everything to get him to get good grades and to be like his brother, and he's just not. Right. He's just different, and like that's okay. And the dad feels like so like overcome with guilt that he's just lost it, and like that's something I can relate to because I was part of it. But you know, like even like the best parents don't get it right.
No,
you know, and he was clearly not the best parent, and like it just shows like not every parenting style works for every kid.
No,
you know, which is why I think the movie, like, every parent should watch this movie, especially if you got like a 100%. Kid that is struggling in school.
Right.
You know, so that was my favorite moment, when the father finally like saw what his son could do and just broke down.
Right.
And just like,
well, I think because I think it is. I think besides learning about the fact that some children are different in that way, is that parents largely really don't know anything about it whatsoever, whether they decide to ignore it or stay ignorant or about it or just like brush it off, right? Like, like there's no way my kid could be that way. Like there's ego behind it or whatever.
Oh, I'm sure.
Whether
for him, especially because he has the son,
right?
His brother is like perfect.
Yes.
In every way.
Right.
He's number one in class everywhere, and he's like only number two in one thing, and that's still not good enough for the dad.
Right.
He still can't like even congratulate his son to getting to the finals of that tennis match.
Right.
Instead, he can only chastise him for not winning.
Exactly.
So yeah, I mean,
and again, the important lesson there being that, you know, again, not every kid though is born with the same cards. Nobody is. Right. Nobody. It doesn't have to deal with like mental or disabilities of any sort. It's just like we are all different.
Right.
And you should at least pay attention to things like that, like nuances like that, where you know, you just need that little push in different areas of your life to really unlock your potential. Like with him his
and his paintings,
rather than just like shun it away, because like comparing it to somebody else who is, you know, the embodiment of maybe something that's traditionally successful.
Yeah.
You know, is there.
Yeah.
So
it's
a very, very important lesson. I think any parent must definitely watch.
Yeah, I think
because it's hard for those kids. It really is. It crushed me every time I saw like him being disappointed. What's the kid's name?
Ishan.
Being disappointed when he would disappoint someone without knowing what it is, right? Like he's so lost because he doesn't even know what he did wrong.
Right.
He's unsure what he's even doing wrong. It's like, well, where the fuck am I supposed to go?
Right.
To be lost like that, especially at a young age like that, it's terrible.
Right.
I
And
just
then
can't imagine that.
There's that scene where, so Amir Khan is the guy who finds out his dyslexia and is able to spot it immediately, but wants to do more research. And there's that scene in the classroom where he stops teaching from a reading perspective and starts verbalizing.
Right.
And Ashan's able to answer all the questions. So he's learning,
Absolutely.
but he can't write it down because of his dyslexia. And I thought that was a great scene too. Just to, like, I think it does like a really good job of putting dyslexia on the screen for you to see, like, here's what the kids that have this go through and how hard it is for them just to do a simple task like finish the word name or write the word scar, because they'll write the S backward or something like that, you know? Like, so I thought that those scenes really worked, and I really, really liked the Amir Khan scene when he's talking to, I think it's his significant other. I'm not really sure. They never say.
Yeah, that was a little odd.
It's not important.
Coworker.
Yeah, coworker.
I'm gonna say coworker because it's not like they ever kiss or anything.
No, so
they don't really hint on anything.
Where he's like sitting there talking with her, and he starts crying, basically, like you.
Yeah.
When he starts crying, basically saying, "I see so much of this kid in me. He's gonna be lost if I can't help him," and he decides to take that burden on and goes to the principal and says, "Let me have extra time." Goes and meets the family and is able to discover that how bad he is, you know.
That's a whole nother level of this movie that I think is reveals something about teachers in general, you know.
Yeah.
I think there are teachers out there who legitimately do the job because they want to endow their own what they've learned and what they loved about learning about the subject onto other kids, and hopefully they have the same, you know, feeling about it when they have it. But I think it's largely nowadays, particularly, like, teachers just seem to suck ass.
I think that's right.
Or they just completely self-centered.
Yeah.
Like, they don't care about the kids themselves. They just care about how the kids see them.
Yeah.
And to make sure that they have the right ideas and be, you know, and it's just, so to have a teacher be so selfless in that sense and genuinely just want to, you know, uplift this kid and get him out of a potentially dangerous situation for him.
Yeah.
I think is a really, really important lesson for teachers in particular, especially nowadays, who are just, I can't, I'm telling you, man, all these stories we keep hearing on TikTok and stuff of teachers just like,
teachers
not teaching, man.
Yeah.
They're just not teaching.
Pretty sure teachers in America have lost their minds. I don't know what it's like in India. Maybe you guys can let us know if it's.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it seems like it's from every movie we've seen. And granted, we haven't seen like many within like 2020-ish.
Of course not. There's plenty more.
But it does seem like the teachers there are very, very strict and very much, here's math, here's science, here's geometry, get it done. None of that. They're not teachers like Amir Khan who take the time to find, you know, the difficulties that students have. That's why it was such a big struggle for.
And to be fair, it's like, Amir is an arts teacher, and I think obviously I think that makes sense. There's a connection to the fact that, like, I'm not saying art is not something that should be taught, but it's like it's less rigid than something like math, obviously, right? It's like art is about freedom, expression, which I think obviously again makes sense for the kid.
Fun fact about me, I got an F in art in second grade because I told the art teacher art doesn't matter. That's a fun fact about me. Funny thing is, I make my money basically what some people would say is art.
Yeah,
I'm literally
I'm
creative. Yeah. I make creative decisions.
Why don't we call him back up and you can apologize.
I wonder if
you fucking asshole.
She got really mad at me because I would only like color with one color because I just wanted to get the work done. And I was like, well, art doesn't. Well, she went and got the grade changed, so we were good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. She stepped in there. She was like, hey, you listen.
Well, yeah. My mom said it was her fault that she told me that art wasn't important, so I just repeated it. So, but you know, if anyone's met my mom, you'll know that like she's not exactly an artistic person.
That's amazing.
She lacks all imagination.
Hey, she did a good job though. That was great of her to stick up for you.
Yeah. One of two. So
one of two.
She's batting 500.
Yeah.
Just kidding. My sister's great.
For the record, I have not met his sister yet.
He will.
But I've heard things.
Anyway, any other like really favorite fun moments that stuck out to you? What do you got? Yeah, you wrote a list this time around. I didn't.
I get like Amir Khan is just great. I wanted more of him. I didn't like
wish
the
I'd
idea
seen
that he
more,
came in
yeah.
like an hour into the movie. Because I was
Yeah.
by that point I was just feeling so sick to my stomach.
I told you last night after dinner. I was like, it gets better when Amir Khan gets in.
Yeah, you said
and
exactly what you
it
said.
It does. The movie like
I
finds
just was
its
like
groove and goes.
I was like the whole time I was like, when the fuck does this guy get in this movie?
The same thing. I was like,
Jesus.
it's been an hour.
Oh.
Let's go. Oh,
We have to mention
yeah.
The main actor. He's incredible. I
Oh, the
legitimately
kid.
had to look up if he was like legitimately dyslexic or
Right.
was on the spectrum because he did such a great fucking job.
Kid was insanely
Every little like
talented.
insane. Like I legitimately thought he was like
Yeah.
that and because his like mannerisms, everything down to the core of like just those things that he brings to every scene. It tracks throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
And he was how old was he when he did this movie? Like
I mean, we could look him up.
8?
You think he was 8?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
But he's young. I mean, he's a boy. He's not an adolescent for sure when he did this movie. Let's see.
He's 27 now.
He's 27 now. This came out 20 years ago. So he was 7 or 8. That's incredible.
What came out 20 years ago? 2007.
No.
Yeah.
I'm wrong. Almost 20 years ago.
Yeah,
So
15.
15 years ago ish. So how old is he? Yeah. Like 7, 8. I don't know maths.
11. Yes. There you go.
Oh, originally I was correct.
He's
Okay,
12.
11.
You're an artist. You suck at math.
Yeah, apparently.
I wouldn't call it a fun fact, but
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
it's definitely a fact of sorts.
We're not good at math.
Yeah. But he's incredible, and
Yeah.
he did win a bunch of awards. If you look on Wikipedia, he won a bunch of awards for his performance. And
Yeah.
he deserves it. He's incredible. He's just so good.
I looked up this movie afterward, and there's a lot of people who wrote in their reviews, one about the kid, and the one part, never close to crying, but the one part that really broke my heart was when Amir Khan came in and they were all singing, and he just was stoic.
Oh, right.
I was like, oh, that's really sad. Actually,
Yeah.
Because he's
he
like,
was the
he
one
can't
not.
be in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of the people who wrote reviews on like Google or something, they said, this is the movie I fell in love with Amir Khan. This is the movie that made me love Amir Khan. It was like all repetitive, that just because of his performance was so good.
I mean,
2007, he's been around for a long time though, right?
When did 3 Idiots come out?
2012, I thought.
Oh, so that's later.
I think so, yeah.
So this is early on in the not early on, but like a lot sooner than that movie.
Yeah.
So he wasn't even
no,
really
2009, so I was close.
Oh, it's very close then.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. No, I mean he's obviously incredible. He's kind of pretty much perfect to play this role. After seeing this actually, and then him being known to play very eccentric characters, and him sort of also looking a little like odd, like not traditional, handsome standards. He's like the Johnny Depp of like India to me at this point. He's just like this guy. He's just a great actor, and he loves playing these. He's known to play eccentric.
Yeah, takes 3 years to get into a role or something like that.
Yeah,
the
and he
dude
clearly
gained
loves.
all that weight.
He cares about kids.
Yeah.
And like, well, I don't know if Johnny Depp cares about kids. He did Wonka, so that's good enough. Maybe not. But
I
it
think
just
no.
reminded me.
Johnny Depp was the type of guy that would dress up as Jack Sparrow.
Yes,
and
he did the Make a Wish stuff.
He would do that without Make a Wish.
Oh, without Make-A-Wish, he just
met him at Disneyland in his Jack Sparrow stuff, like unknowingly.
Whoa.
have it
There
here.
was something about that.
Yeah, no.
That he did go around
did, okay,
without
so-
really telling people.
Yeah, no, he didn't tell anybody. And so when I was a kid, and it was around the time
This is my wife speaking. by the way.
came out. Sorry.
Yeah.
I just have to tell you this really fast. And we met Jack Sparrow, and my parents and everybody could not get over how much it
He just
was
looked exactly like him.
Look, his mannerisms, his voice, everything, and then come to find out years later that he really a long time later, because I was a little kid,
Yeah.
that he would go sneak into Disneyland as Jack Sparrow and
do
not
it.
tell anybody. And so then I was like, oh, we definitely met
It had
him.
to. It had to have
be
been.
him.
Yeah, it had to have been. Because it's
Yeah.
rare that I see a performer
Yeah.
that's mimicking someone
Right.
be so spot on. So I'm sure it had to have been him.
Yeah,
And
Ken-
he is known for that.
Side note is, can Jack Sparrow be the only person that saves Disney at this point? Do they have to bring him back?
It's not going to happen.
No,
dude.
he's not coming
No,
back.
because John Depp's not coming back.
No.
Fuck that.
Okay,
Anyways.
where would
went
you
back.
rank this in Amir Khan's filmography? that
Oh,
we've seen?
Amir Khan. That was a good side there. I was like, they're gonna ask me for our whole entire
Oh, no.
filmography. I was like, not that high, but wait, what have we watched? Dangal, 3 Idiots,
PK.
PK. Okay. I mean, 3 Idiots is just nothing.
I
Three
think
Idiots.
that's it. Yeah.
Okay, 3 Idiots, Dangal, this, PK. Which is maybe a little bit controversial because people love him in PK. I love him in PK. It's Picking Diamonds, but
I don't think we loved PK as much as everybody else loved PK.
again, it's a great movie. I don't love it.
I like the message. I thought it was way long.
Yeah.
Shocker. But yeah, I would put this above.
Similar?
Yeah, I would put this above PK.
Yeah,
and then
definitely.
Yeah, I'd have to put Dangal above the.
Yeah, Dangal was good.
He's
He's
really
good in that
that.
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's really good in that
And then
movie.
obviously nothing can really. Still waiting for that movie to challenge 3 Idiots.
I don't
A lot of people
know,
said
man.
it was
What?
Zinda, ZMNN, Zinda Mignani.
Oh, okay.
I
that
can't
one.
say it because I forgot how to say it.
Yeah,
Practice
okay.
for
I
the
got you.
But, with Hendrick is better than 3 Idiots.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
But I mean,
I'm sorry,
Hendrick
it's
is
not
better
a-
looking, but
Yes.
is it better? No.
No.
The movie's not better.
It's not even close. There's no movie that's even coming close to 3 Idiots.
Not yet.
As far as I'm concerned. I mean, again, we have to watch RR again, but
Oh yeah, we mean
maybe that just in terms of scale. But even then, I'm like, no, I don't think so. Like 3 Idiots is just so special.
Yeah.
So no, but yeah. Anyways, yeah. So Amir Khan, I mean, still great. No, not a bad performance.
Yeah, not
yet. I don't think we ever will
No.
probably see a bad performance from Amir Khan.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah.
they said our followers or whatever. I think a lot of them have said that he did like a Pirates of the Caribbean, like India's Pirates of the Caribbean version, and that was terrible. Apparently.
Well, so wow, I completely. I mean, it's sounding more and more like he really is the Johnny Depp of
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that was just completely. I did not know that.
It just hit me. What is a bad Amir Khan film that you love that we should watch?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, one of those. Like
Yeah.
like the Tomorrow War.
I'd like to see it.
Not a good film, but
Not a great film, but we like
we
it.
like it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Something like that. What's one of those?
Maybe like he's in that Doom movie. Is it Doom?
Oh yeah.
Kind of one of the more
mentioned-
silly movies. I
You
think.
mentioned that I think during the Dongal review, and they said it's a freaking trilogy. So there's
Yes.
Hendrick is in the first one. No, sorry, John Abraham's in the first one.
Okay.
Hendrick's in the second one.
Oh, he's in the third.
He's in the third.
Okay.
And apparently, Doom 1 and Doom 2 are very fun and very good. Doom 3 is not as good.
Not so much.
Doom 3 also has Katrina
Yes, Kaif.
Kaif
We should watch the Doom
series.
trilogy.
Why don't we do that next
Yeah,
week?
we should. We should
Yeah.
start that finally, just to see what it's all about.
Not all three at once, Keisha. And then one, 3.
watch all of it.
Well, yeah, 1, 2, 3 every week. Yeah.
Yeah, we should. How about some cons though? Is there any other cons? You had one major con I had besides the fact that like the first half I think it was just too long. Some of the music is just abrasively bad. Some of them are good. I like the Ma one, the one it's it's with Ma, like no, mom knows. I mean, that song that really
When Amir
soft.
shows up?
No, it's like before that.
Oh,
it's a
yes,
tender. It's like
yes,
a tender,
yes.
more
Well,
tender song.
Yeah, like what's wrong with the kid? Why can't he figure it out?
Yeah, and it
When
always
he's
ends
walking
with
through
like,
the city,
"Oh,
blah,
mom
blah, blah.
knows,"
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah. I
That
remember.
one's fine, and then I like the one with Amir Khan. That was fun. But there was someone there that there's just like this weird fucking rock, experimental song that's somewhere in there, like a more
yes,
rapish one.
yeah.
I'm like, this is horrible.
He's wrong. He's right. He's wrong.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
That was
that
bad.
shit.
That was bad.
That
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
That was bad. That was legit bad. I
please,
agree.
please, no more.
Yeah, no
of
more
that.
stop. Yeah.
It's
Hard
that
stop.
was really bad.
Other
I basically just
cons,
skipped through all that.
I said it was too long, too much shitting on the kid. I mean, Jesus, that was
Really was
rough.
too
That
much.
was brutal.
Yeah, it's too much.
I would agree. The music's definitely not my
It's
favorite.
hit or miss.
Yeah.
Definitely.
At this point, the best music we've heard in these movies, and I'm sure this is because these movies are for that, but they're from the YRF films,
Yeah,
and it's not
typically.
even close.
Typically.
Yeah, you get that banger in the middle of war.
No, but it's also like more modern. Things get better, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
It's
I guess YRF is releasing Juwan worldwide. Like he partnered with them to release Juwan worldwide. Yeah,
I cannot wait for that.
I can't wait either. That's going to be a fun movie.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, I might have to just stay till the 7th, and she can go to Italy on her own, and then I'll fly a couple days later.
You're talking about your wedding.
Yes,
Yeah.
the wedding's not on the 7th. First of all,
I'm just putting it through a test really quick.
We've already invited a bunch of people from the podcast. So we've said, hey, if you're in northern Italy around the area, we'll find some Americans and come on down.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
haven't seen
If
one.
you guys have a dance prepared, is that racist to say like the O'Connell dance? I don't think so.
Oh, I don't.
You guys, I mean, hey,
Liv,
all
what do
the-
you think?
all the actors seem like they can dance very well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, not actually. Solomon Khan cannot dance.
He's not. He's definitely the
yeah,
weakest link.
The song at the end of Tiger
Yes,
2,
Tiger 2.
that was pretty bad. Swag with the
He does.
but
Yeah,
but
he doesn't have the same.
No, he doesn't have the panache.
He doesn't have that thing. Yeah, he doesn't
No.
have it for that. No.
But anyway,
It's cute.
We're not
It's
talking
fun.
about that. We're talking
Yeah.
about
No. So that was like my only other thing. How about you?
yeah.
Anything else?
Really, I don't have any other cons. Mostly the kid stuff was just too harsh for too long.
Yeah, they really just needed to cut.
I get
that
it. We
down.
get it. We get it.
Yeah.
The audience understands.
Yeah.
And I honestly, I would have just liked to see more Amir. I just would have liked more time with Amir because I felt like it was too short with him with the
I
kid.
100% agree.
Like it would have been nice to see him kind of help this kid for a longer
Yeah,
period
throughout
of time.
the movie, yeah.
Like give us 30 minutes of him being a bad kid. Not a bad kid, but you know.
Yeah.
And then give us the rest of the 2 hours as Amir's intro, a little bit more into his backstory. You know, because he was dyslexic, he couldn't do it.
There's a
how
point where
that-
you do feel like like the narrative focus is too heavy on him, and then you kind of forget about. Now you don't forget about him, but like it's so heavily on Amir's character that you don't get enough of Ishan a little bit.
That's a good point.
I think
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
have merging them together sooner. I think would have helped all that.
Yeah,
more or less.
I
But
agree.
It's still good.
Yeah.
It's still
Yeah.
we get it by the end of the movie.
I agree. Music's not great either.
It's definitely some of the worst. Like along with English Finglish, like it was like.
English Finglish was terrible music.
Yeah,
Oh,
some of the worst I've ever heard.
had like something ripped out of like
Like, of
Confessions
any-
of a Shopaholic or something. That was a bad.
It's
The movie
very-
itself was good, but
Yeah.
the music was bad.
Yeah, it's very rare in an American film. I will say that like a song is so like brazenly bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just like really poor. Like, is this free?
Yeah.
Like, did you?
Like WAP. No, just kidding. I don't know. That's the only song.
Is that in a movie? God forbid that song is in a fucking movie.
I hope it's
Yeah.
not in a movie.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I had. I like it. People should watch it.
Yeah, it was a great movie. Every parent
on
should watch
Netflix.
it. Every teacher should watch it. It's on Netflix.
Very easy to catch. It's
wonderful.
on Netflix.
Cool. I think that's it then. Thanks for liking, watching, and subscribing, and we'll be back next week. Maybe with another reaction video that doesn't get taken down by YouTube.
God, that
So-
took forever. That was so annoying.
Yeah.
I won't get into that. But
So now
yes,
I
sorry.
figured out how to do it.
Oh, okay.
You upload it, and then I'll keep the secret to myself.
All right.
Bye, guys.